Radio SVH rīta šovs. Tik.
Tavu pozitīvo emociju kāpinātājs.
Tāds patīkams satraukums šajā rītā, jo pie mums ir ārzemju mākslinieks ieradies, un ārzemes jau dikti tuvas, gan tādā ģeogrāfiskā, gan arī sirds līmenī. Proti no Lietuvas pie mums ir ieradies Daddy Was A Milkman. Good morning!
Good morning, everybody.
Cik skaists samtains vokāls, un tad pārslēgsimies uz jautājumiem, lai beigtu šo vienkārši tukšo sajūsmu.
Well, first of all, we're very happy to have you here, and some people say that you always walk around with full heart and pockets with love and sunshine and positive and nice feelings. How do you feel this morning?
That's exactly how I feel. I try Latvia, you can't come different, pockets full of love, otherwise they don't let you in,
Jā, viņš piekrīt, ka Latvijā viņi citādāk kā pilnām kabatēm ar sauli un mīlestību nelaiž iekšā, un tieši tā viņš arī šajā rītā jūtās.
And how is this autumn work-wise for you? Are you super busy, or are you taking it a bit slower after the summer?
I think for many musicians after the summer, it feels like it's slower,
Yeah.
But it's always good. I find time to write music. We're actually working on the next album. It's supposed to be somewhere like at the beginning of the summer, maybe even a little bit earlier. But once the songs start coming, it's a very good feeling. Like for me, it happens that it's not one; it's usually like 3 or 4. They come in little groups. So I need to welcome them and then do what I have to do, and then so after the summer it's a good time to do it.
Jā, Daddy Was A Milkman piekrīt, ka pēc vasaras, kā daudziem mūziķiem mazliet lēnāk šis laiks, bet daudz gatavošanās jauniem projektiem, turklāt albumam, kas būs gatavs vai taps jau uz nākamās vasaras sākumu. Un izrādās, ka tās dziesmas nākot pa grupiņām, un tad, kad viņas sāk nākt, tad viņas ir jāspēj pieņemt un radīt. Un tas ir brīnišķīgs process.
Have you seen in the city sometimes when the local kindergarten goes out for a walk and there's
I've seen today
group of kids in yellow little jackets and so on? That's how I imagined and pictured your songs when they come to you.
Pretty much, they like little penguins, 3-year-olds.
Yeah, they come in groups.
Jā, dziesmas grupiņās nākot tāpat kā bērndārznieki. Mums te Latvijā ielās pastaigājas mazās krāsainās spiltās vestītēs sasieti kopā.
The main thing, of course, what we want to talk about is the big show on 30th of November in Palladium here in Riga. Is that going to be the concert, or is that going to be one of the concerts that you will have this autumn? Is there a huge tour, or this is going to be like a special?
Yeah, well, we never did huge tours. For us, for me actually.
There is no us.
Well, in some degree, yeah, because you decide what you want to do, which is the beauty of writing music and playing it for somebody. To begin with, it's very selfish to write music. Like if you do it honestly about what you have on your mind. So why should it be any different with concerts? When you feel like having one, but a special one, it doesn't have to be huge to be special. Palladium holds like a special place in my heart. It will be like 4th time we play there. I know the space, I know the people that come, I see the faces, I recognize them. There's this one tall guy, I see them on Instagram like, hey, you.
Oh.
No, it's easy to remember faces. I have a thing with the faces. So Palladium is, it has a place of its own. Just like Positivus. It was this year, we did, I think it was the 4th time. Places that you will love to come back. You don't have to get used to anything. You can just jump straight in from the first song and you're happy. So this is what I'm looking for. There will be another nice concert in Vilnius with the strings and the new place I haven't played yet, but it's also not big. Something big we'll make next year because it's 10 years for us as we've been making music.
Jautājums par 30. novembrī Palladium Rīga notiekošo koncertu, vai tas būs mega šovs vai arī kārtējais tūras koncerts, tad Daddy Was A Milkman atzīst, ka nav tādas tūras viņam bijušas un katru vietu, kur viņš ierodās, ir īpaši sevišķi Latvijā, un viņš jau tos savus klausītājus te Latvijā pazīst. Dažs esot tas garais, kur
Gromuls,
viņš ir. Gromuls, gan jau, jā.
Could be.
Bet mulsinoši, jo tajā brīdī, kad viņš teica, ka katrs man ir īpašs, viņš skatījās man acīs ar savām brūnajām, izteiksmīgajām tādām vieglas tādas melnās tējas acīm, skatījās acīs un vienkārši tā, es sapratu, kur es būšu 30. novembrī. Un kaut kas beigās par to, ka lielāks šovs jau nākamgad, 10 gadu jubileju svinot, bet es jau biju jau Palladiumā.
It's always suspicious when the translation is longer than the text, right?
That's what I was thinking. Like, okay, there's a little extra.
They're playing a bit. No, we had our versions about who is the tall guy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. You mentioned that if you do it from your heart and when you write music, it's selfish. But isn't it like a wonder then that something that is selfish at the beginning becomes so much loved by so many different people? Because your songs, like, they get through so many layers of protection and walls that people sometimes build around them, and sometimes they hear your song for the first time and they're like, this is going to be our wedding dance song, or this is going to be a very special song for me, like Breathe In, for example. So how do you explain that something that is selfish becomes loved by so many?
It's so simple. Because, well, many people think they're, whatever we have going on in our heads, it seems so personal, it's so unique, it only happens to me. But then people are actually a lot more alike than we ever think, you know. It's easy to find the same emotions, the same experiences. If you're honest about them, people recognize them. You don't really need to know people to have the same emotion, right? Mm-hmm. So if it's somebody from Brazil letting you know, like, this I connected with, I know. It might be two people in Brazil listening to the song.
Yeah.
But it does the magic. So that's what's incredible for me till this day, that you write something personal and people connect easily if it's something too easy to read, if it's not too complicated to understand. If the emotion's there, people connect, people relate. It's for me, it's the same thing. I listen to music the same way I write it. I'm curious about the lyrics, and for me it's also interesting how many people don't really listen to the lyrics. Mm-hmm. It's like a voice, it's like an instrument, and then if they like it, then they dig deeper and find something else. This is also the beauty of music, because you never know how many layers you will get through.
Yeah.
And what it will actually touch inside your, you know, the heart or the brain or whatever, you know.
Sometimes people listen to music like they listen to their married one, like to their wife or to their husband.
Yeah, pretty much.
I only tune in and really focus on the lyrics if I see that something is totally off.
Vai, te kungi runā par mūzikas maģiju, par to, kā kaut ko rakstot, it kā no sevis izrakstot ārā, kaut ko dziļi personīgi var saskarties ar citu cilvēku sirdīm, kuri arī to pašu piedzīvo, tās emocijas spēj izjust, un tur jau tas iemesls esot tieši tās emocijas, ko tu ieliec savā darbā, un ja tu esi godīgs pret savu klausītāju, tad viņi to viennozīmīgi jūt un arī spēj tikpat cieši uztvert un pieņemt.
What would you say are the top 3 topics that you like to write about? If you would have to now put on paper, these are the topics. I know it's a pretty hard question in a way. Because we sometimes, with music especially, I feel like we sometimes say, well, 99% of the songs are about love. Yeah, but that's such a big generalization.
It's a big generalization. What I do like to do is the songs have specific situations, or like, okay, there's a song about a divorce, about a fight, about my kids, about how I wrote the song instead of a love letter. It's also about love, but it has an actual activity going with it. I like to write about things that are honest but not happy.
We've noticed.
Yeah, but it's only fair because we have everything in our heads. You can't be like writing songs about like orange bubbles and everything's, you know, purple hearts all the time. It's not. So it's fair. And this is also like the sad music, not the sad, the melancholy of it. I find it the most pleasant to perform for some reason. I thrive in this. Like, I don't know, like today, also, there's one little thing I want to do today, and I will, and it's a good day for it. I'll grab a guitar and I'll do a little pop-up in the Old Town Riga at like 7-ish, 7:30.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and then if some people come, they want to come say hi or grab a ticket, free one, whoever comes first, I'll be happy to say hi, shake hands, and just, it's a beautiful day, so we'll do something nice.
cik interesanti jautāt par to, kas ir galvenās tēmas, par ko viņš raksta dziesmas. Viņš piekrita, ka jā, liela daļa tiešām raksta par mīlestību, bet mīlestībai ir dažādi veidi, kā izpausties, un viņam vislabāk patīk dziedāt godīgi, kas arī bieži vien ir gan skumji un melanholiski.
Jā, tieši tas, ne tās rozā vieglās lietiņas, bet
un sirsniņas.
Dziļais smagsvars. To jau viņa kompozīcijās var just un manīt.
Un kādam būs iespēja to manīt arī klātienē daudziem no mums, ja vien šodien paviesosieties Vecrīgas ielās, kur viņš ir nolēmis ierasties ar ģitāru un kaut ko paspēlēt. Tādā pop-up versijā.
Somewhere in the old city. You will walk and you will find a spot, or...
I will walk not too far. I need to bring a guitar and a little cube and a microphone, but it should be like a bit of an open space, so I can say that. But I didn't pick the spot yet. I don't know.
We'll keep our ears open and heart open.
I'll just do like Instagram, whatever they do, like a pop-up something location, so people will know, and just for a little bit. 2, 3 songs, maybe 5.
Cik skaisti. Par konkrētu punktu, kurā Vecrīgās vietā viņš atradīsies, šobrīd grūti spriest, to viņš atradīs tajā brīdī, kad tur nonāks, vai arī nonāks un tad arī izlems, bet katrā gadījumā turiet acis vaļā, un arī Instagramā varat sekot līdzi Daddy Was A Milkman gaitām, lai pamanītu.
Yeah. As long as it's not a mall or a supermarket, we love this idea. Sometimes there's like, I'm going to do this super spontaneous gig and it's going to be there and there. And then you go there and it's like, well, it's not spontaneous.
Yeah,
no,
big banner.
It's a sponsored gig.
Does it happen often though? People do that? I don't know.
Well, we had a boom here in Latvia one time when if a band was releasing a new album, that would happen in a mall somewhere, because the mall gives money to gather people in the mall and so on, and then sometimes it's a bit sort of sad, because it's but anyway, have you done this before? Like, do you do this in Lithuania a lot? When you just...
No. The last time I played in the street was when we actually didn't even do music yet. We did no recordings, no nothing. I was walking with my friends in Vilnius, and sometimes you have these street performing people. You sit, listen. I enjoy this a lot. For me, that's my thing. I can sit there for an hour and just listen. And then, but when you have friends next to you, like, hey, you go play. They don't know how to do it, so they push you.
Yeah.
And then the guys that played, they heard and like, yeah, if you want, just knock yourself out, just play a bit. So we played, but it was a long time ago. So I remember the feeling. It's nice. Now I'll be nervous today, but.
Would you be more nervous in Lithuania than in Latvia doing this?
I don't know. For some reason, going abroad and having fun, going to radios, playing your own music, it's a blessing of its own. I mean, I don't take it for granted at all. And actually, when I feel nervous about doing some things, like a concert, orchestra, something, I don't even know the notes. Like, this is stressful. But apparently you don't need to. Notes are for reading music, not for writing it.
Yeah.
So I'm less nervous, I think, in Latvia, because you don't really need to do anything if you stress about it. You can just not do it. It's so easy. But if you decide to do it, and it happens to me many times in my life, that's when it's the most rewarding. Like when you do something you're afraid of, or maybe like a little bit, tricky, fishy. That's when you're the best, the most happiest about the things that you do.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Recently, I had an experience with this. I host events, and I used to be very afraid of small events. Like I could
because they're intimate, yeah.
Because they're intimate, and I was super afraid of it, and I was like saying no to smaller events and so on. But then I agreed to host a birthday party for 8 people. Mm-hmm. The absolutely most amazing experience I've ever had. And now this could be my favorite thing, right?
Yeah,
so sometimes you just gotta go with it.
You just never know.
Never know.
Jā, šodien jūs varat, draugi, sāstapt Daddy Was A Milkman Vecrīgā.
Ap 7:30.
Ap 7:30 un runāts, jautāts par to, vai tā ir tāda regulāra prakse. Viņam viņš teica, nē, pēdējā reize, kad ielās muzicē, viņš ar draugiem atpūtās Viļņā, un viņš pat vēl ar mūziku īstā profesionāli nenodarbojās, kad viņam vienkārši viņi teica, ej, pamēģini ar to ielu muzikantu kopā paspēlēt, un viņš atcerās to kā brīnišķīgu sajūtu, un to gribās piedzīvot arī šodien te mūsu rudenī.
30. novembris, Palladium koncertzālē, mīļie draugi, Daddy Was A Milkman uzstāsies un priecēs jūs. Biļešu Serviss tīklā atradīsiet biļetes uz šo te koncertu, un tātad šovakar, ja esat Vecrīgas tūmā, ap 7:30 noķersiet viņu, tur ar kaut kādas biļetes tiks izdalītas, kā
dāvinātas.
Jā, pirmajiem faniem. At the end, to conclude everything, what to expect from the concert, how to prepare for it, and the 10 years. Also, like the 10-year big things that you mentioned. Like, how much can you talk about that?
10 years is next year.
So let's talk about it next year.
Yeah, I'll leave that away. You need to get there first,
Sure.
But for this one, I want to bring the visuals. I want to make the music show, so people have the full experience of... So no string quartets, no not too sweet this time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go darker maybe a little bit, but a little bit more electronic, I would believe. Some acoustic guitar will pop up at some point. Anyways, this I love. But it's like I said, it's when you know the place, you know the people that come. It's pretty much everybody that comes, they know what to expect. I've seen those people before, so we'll just have another wonderful night together. So, 30th of November,
yeah.
30. novembrī vēl viena brīnišķīga nakts kopā ar Daddy Was A Milkman, Palladium Rīga.
Would you like to say that one word in Latvian that surprised Sanda at the beginning of the conversation?
Noslēpums. Nekāda noslēpuma.
Daddy Was A Milkman, our guest this morning. Let's see you at the concert. 30. novembris, Palladium koncertzālē, mīļie draugi, Biļešu Servisā atradīsiet biļetes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Daybreak, sun in my eyes, but my bones are stiff and view still blurry. Gotta lie through the skies, like a bear in my winter cave. I'm crawling out. Some of us feel way better once the sun is out. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk with me, tell me a story, let it all out. Breathe in, breathe out. Everything that makes you worry, just forget about. Let the warm raindrops touch your face, kiss your eyes and lips and veins. Feel your legs give out, take you high.